So I'd like to circle back to something that Mr. Hester said. I'm looking presently at the Frederick County Public Schools website, and I'm looking at the minutes from your finance committee meeting. There's a total of 9 slides here, and of those 9 slides, there's 6 that actually have like a small spreadsheet on them. The others are just pictures or just a few words typed in. But there was some clarity asked by the chairman, and I appreciate him asking for clarity on what we were looking for. So I'd like to just read one of the bullet points here from your finance committee report. It says all funds, FCPS financial funds, it has operating, and it has a line, it has debt service and a line, capital projects and a line of funds, school nutrition, textbook, consolidated services, private purpose, health insurance service, construction, and total. That doesn't give me any level of detail. And I'm going to tell you why I'm concerned about this. Just last year, I was told that there was no money going for deep equity programs in Frederick County from local tax dollars.
They're not.
Only to be told by your school superintendent later that over 65% of it was funded by local tax dollars. And I did a FOIAs on it. I have it.
You like FOIA?
I do like FOIA. It's very effective to point out things that are being told, like at this level, that may not be factually correct. The next avenue that I'd like to say is, if I may continue there, is I've been told that deep equity has simply been replaced by something called PBIS, which stands for Positive Behavior Interventions and Support. I would like to be able to see what those documents are and where they are here in the funds. How much is being spent on it? Is it being taught countywide? Is it being taught at each school? The documents that Mr. McCarthy brought, that Vice Chairman McCarthy brought last night, I have looked at some of those online, whether that be Loudoun County, Alexandria, or Albemarle, or others. I can go by school on many of those budgets, and I can see exactly what's being spent on each program at that school. And that is really helpful for me.
We have that also.
May I continue, or would it like to be the Brian Hester show? In fact, I'll just shut up. It's the Brian Hester show. That's all. Good. Just
Wayne? So, Mr. Comstock, you made some comments on budget. You want to talk about budget, so these are some general comments. In 2014, between 2014 and now, there's been there's been about 7% student population growth. Between the same time, the school operating budgets increased about 37%. So you have 7% growth on students, 37% growth on operating. And so when you had asked, what do you want to see? From my perspective, I'd like to see, walk through the budgets on what expenditures were, what the difference is as you go through up the scale. I've been told that the administrative side of your personnel is top heavy. I don't know whether.
I think, Ms. White, did you have a?
I think it's necessary that we call this session to order. There's a board member on the other side that just mouthed the word shithead towards another board member.
Right.
We saw it, Mr. Graver,
Thank you.
and I.
Thank you, Ms. White.
Really suggest that.
I think the conversation that Mr. Dunn had, Mr. McCarthy, and had around really getting on the same page and having not a